Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to can carrots. Hey, my name is Mary, the Homesteading Mama. I started homesteading a few decades ago, and I love it. From gardening, cooking, sewing, raising kids, homeschooling, music, freeze-drying, canning, educating on health, you name it, life is wonderful. It's not easier homesteading, but to me, it's so much better. These are some carrots I grew in my garden from seeds I saved a few years ago. If you'd like to know more about saving seeds, hit that subscribe button below. First, I like to sanitize my lids with my homemade essential oil sanitizing spray. I do the same with my jars, then put the flats in a small pot with 1 to 2 inches of water on medium heat. Then I put my jars in the oven at 200 degrees. Now it's time to clean the carrots. You can peel them with a peeler, but I just use a clean stainless steel pot scrubber. When carrots are nice and fresh, the skins are thin and just slip right off. Then I cut off each end of the carrot. I then slice the carrots. I use this handy slicer. I think I got it from a thrift store about 20 years ago. If you don't have one of these, I've linked one below that I think will work just as good as mine. You can slice your carrots as thick or as thin as you like. When filling the jars, I like to leave about a 1/2 inch headspace. I add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt to each pint jar. I like to use canning, Celtic, or pink Himalayan salt. Regular salt is iodized, where the canning salt, Celtic sea salt, and pink Himalayan salt is not. Iodized salt can turn veggies a little dark and make the liquid cloudy. If it's all I have on hand, I use it. It's just not as pretty. As you see here, I have put about 1 inch of water in my pressure canner. I then fill the jars with water, leaving about a 1/2 to 3/4 inch at the top. Now it's time to burp the jars. And that's just basically removing any air bubbles. You can do this with a butter knife, just be careful not to crack the bottom of the jar. A wooden spoon or dowel works great, or they make a nice little plastic gadget for this as well. I now use either a damp, clean cloth or paper towel and wipe the rims of the jars to make sure there isn't anything that will prevent it from sealing. Flats and rings go on now. I tighten just finger tight so you don't want to over tighten. All right, into the canner they go. This is my favorite canner. It is made in America. Very safe and secure and heats up real fast. Now, depending on what part of the country you live in, you'll adjust for that altitude. I live between 2,000 and 3,000 feet above sea level, so I pressure can on the number 15. When the cooker starts to blow steam out the steam valve, I time it for 10 minutes. Now I put the bobber on for my desired pounds of pressure. Like I said, for me it's on the number 15. When the pressure rises and the bobber jiggles, set the timer for 10 minutes. For this canner, you only want 3 or 4 jiggles per minute. Adjust the heat accordingly. For the Presto pressure canner, adjust the heat until it is a slow, steady jiggle. When the 10 minutes are up, let the canner cool completely. Here you see mine is down to 0. Remove the bobber and carefully tilt the lid up in the back so the steam is away from you. I then remove the jars and let them sit undisturbed for at least 12 hours. Then I check the seals and wash and label the jars. Once in a while, there will be a jar that doesn't seal, so I just refrigerate it and use it in the next week or so. Awesome! Carrots are canned and ready to haul to the cellar. If you want to check out another one of my videos, go ahead and click or tap the screen here. Thanks for watching. I love to share what I've learned over the years. If you found value in today's video, please let me know by hitting the like button so I know to keep making videos like this. If you'd like to know when I post more videos, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified.